So I just had this amazing opportunity to go and speak to a youth group who are at a summer camp called Ascend, Aviation Summer Camp. These 20 young kids, they're all learning the ins and outs of aviation, everything from how to actually rivet and how to adhere fabric to the skin of an aircraft, how engines work. They'll all have a chance even to get in an airplane, a small single engine airplane, and have a right seat flight, hold on to the controls and all that stuff. It was a special occasion for me. I brought with me my now 12-year-old son, and you can see him here. This was his first flight with me after I had gotten my license almost 10 years ago. Here he is sitting with me. He's my first passenger. It was such a special thrill. And then here we are today, nearly 10 years later. He's still with me in the right seat. But why am I telling you this story? Why does it connect to being a totally responsible person? Well, this is what I told the kids yesterday. I first started my aviation pathway 20 years ago, actually 21 years ago. I was young, younger then than I am now. I thought at the time that I wanted to fly. It wasn't like this big dream that I'd had since I was a little kid. It was just something I thought I could do. After about 6 or 7 lessons, I realized I was completely incompetent. I was always overwhelmed. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to interpret the information the instruments were giving me. I really didn't like it, and I didn't feel like I was good at it, and I quit. And for nearly 10 years, I sort of carried that sense of failure with me. It wasn't keeping me awake at night. It was just a sense of I tried something that didn't work and I wasn't good. I finally decided that I did want to fly, and it was okay that I had failed before, that I wanted to try again and start afresh. I'm so glad I did. It still required a lot of work. It was a number of hours, I mean nearly 20 hours in, before things finally started to click for me. But I'm so glad I pursued that. And my point in this is we're not always going to have the experience where we know exactly what we want, where the passion is just sort of flowing through us. Sometimes it just takes sticking with it, or maybe letting it go and coming back to it later with a fresh mindset. I love flying, and every time I get out of an airplane after I've landed it, I look and say, I just landed that airplane. It always amazes me that I can do it. And I think part of it was the work that I had to put forth to get to the point where I developed the competency and the capability to do it. So if this encourages you to take the things that maybe don't come naturally, but we're still interested in, and to develop that talent, that might be the best thing we could do.